We are recording. Alright, people. Beings in this universe. Welcome. Alright. I have purchased this game called Valheim from Steam. Came out recently. 2021. Of a date that is good to know. February. February of 2021. And I have been playing it so far, as you can see. I've got this little person here already that I've made. Gotten them leveled up decently. They're doing pretty spicy. But for this, to play through this, I'm not going to play with my already decked out character who has really good stuff. We're going to start new. I think that would be fun. Let's see here. So let's do new. Alright. Let's go there. No hair. No hair's good. But I'd like to go with that beard, yeah. Why? Oh, many reasons, but sometimes I have too many reasons for things and my head just thinks too many thoughts. But that's good. For me, that looks good. Hair tone, don't have any. Although, is that my hair? Okay, so that does do my beard. So that my beard counts as my hair, which I think makes sense. The blondness, mute. Let's do, I like that. I kind of like to make characters look similar to me, so. Alright. Do that. A name. Well. Naming can be fun. Sit here for too long, you just can't think of a name, you think of 10 of them, you're like, but maybe there's a better one. Why would I choose this name over that name? Names. I hope my audio is at good levels, so we're going to see it after this. Name. Alright, let's not take too long on this part. Let's do a fantasy sounding name. Maybe we'll do Leveler and Create. What? Leveler and Create. Can we turn that into a weird name? Low. Lolea Crea. Lolea Crea the Viking! Okay, that sounds okay. Alright, we're gonna go with that. I think we got... Person looks good. Hair, blah blah blah. So, okay. Alright, here we go. Well, I have a shirt. And no pants. So that's interesting. I forgot you start out with just like a rag shirt. Alright. Let's do this. Start. I did create... Alright, you've caught me red-handed. I did create here a seed for a world that someone had found Haldor... a trader. The trader in the game you can buy things from. They found them near the spawn. And I had played many hours, hadn't found the trader yet, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna get the trader. But funny enough, the seed for that is 42069 lol XD, which I don't know what to say about that other than there it is. Take a drink of water there. Alright. Let's make a new world. Let's do new. Name of new world. Another name to decide. Only 5 characters minimum. Let's... Oh, I can't put... Okay. Do I have caps lock on, or does this not do... Okay. Break. Valheim. I hope that's how you spell break, because I really stink at spelling. Let's do... Random. Let's do numbers and letters at the same time. One hand on the letter keys, one hand on the number keys. Here we go. Alright. That's what we're doing for that. Done. Alright. We're not going to start a server. We're not going to start a community server. Let's go in. Solo play! I do have friends that I have been playing with on other servers, but for making these YouTube videos, I am making them by myself for now, because that is what I want to do. But so I have actually played on the other servers, progressed through. I technically don't know what, how far I've progressed through the game, and so I don't know exactly how far I have to go. There will be things that, unfortunately, I won't be able to. It's taking a decent amount of time to load. Oh, maybe it's generating. There are some things I won't be able to experience in the moment and share as a new, fresh experience with you guys, but this game is so very cool. Oh, hey, let's read this. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held the prisons to the world tree and let it no, let me scroll up, drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As a glacial, I cannot, that text. One, I am kind of a slow reader. Two, that text makes it kind of hard for me to read. I think the gist of it is, if I read it correct last time, is I think I'm a dead warrior, a super awesome dead warrior, who has been brought to Valheim to prove myself. Like I was undefeated, I didn't die in battle or something like that, and so now I'm here in Valheim to basically be a badass and fight things. But what's interesting is I think I played Dark Souls, just Dark Souls, long time ago. And I think you're brought in by a giant bird in the first Dark Souls. Either it's a giant crow, I think, which is really funny. So there's definitely both in that crow and in the combat. It reminds me of Dark Souls. Hugin. I hope that I pronounced that correctly. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Okay, so we have to slay sacrificial stones represent the Forsaken. So there are Forsaken. We slay all of them, we can ascend to Valhalla. Thank you for that information. Oh, hello. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing toward a ritual ground of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr. Your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Okay. Summoning place. So they're saying this magic. So the stone that he's standing on reveals the summoning place. Okay. And arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Alright. And I'm kind of reading through that a little bit like I don't already know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I didn't read it, remember what I read earlier. I now know more clearly that we're defeating these Forsaken to ascend to Valheim. No, Valhalla. We're in Valheim, not Valhalla. Can get confused sometimes. And that crow is telling us we need to defeat said Forsaken, but We probably can't punch it to death in our what? Our rag tunic? Probably not. Oh, hey, you're here again, bird? I mean, Hugin. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. Oh, maybe Midgard's like the world, like our real life. You'll have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick things up and it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Munin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. That sounds... Well, thank you for that. Au revoir. Bye. Alright. Stone. One can fashion his... Hugin and Munin. If I remember correctly. Hugin and Munin. So we need stone. I think we can actually see what we can craft. Oh. Oh, that's right. We have to pick... It's been a while since I've been at the beginning of the game. So we need to collect wood. And I think... Yeah, you could go look around for... let's see if we can find one here as an example. Give me. Right here. So you could look for a branch. This is a good old branch right here. Boop, you pick it up. Wood has been added to your inventory. And we learned wood. Well, we understand what wood is now. Hey there, Grayling. They're little tree people. I want to fight you. Don't make me. Alright. I carried him. I said don't hit me. Bro, don't do it. Stop it right now. Can you keep this up, son? Stop doing it. Alright. Wouldn't stop. Alright. So that's a grayling. They're throughout the forest in different parts. Resin. Also good to get. Alright. So, let's not get distracted here. We wanted to make us a stone axe, as Hugin was saying. And we need wood, which we have with that, which we picked up off the ground from a branch. But you can also get wood from these little trees early on when you can punch them. And you increase your unarmed skill, which you can check over here in the skills in your inventory. Well, when you press tab, at least for me, press tab, go to the 3 Celtic knot triangle looking things, and you have, I think it reveals skills that you've used at some point. Kind of like Elder Scrolls or RuneScape, where when you do that skill, you gain a level or gain experience and then gain levels in that skill, which I personally like. I enjoy that kind of a skill progression. But we just gained a skill in unarmed. All right, wood. We've got to survive. We've got to create things in this world to survive, which, starting out with a wooden axe, the stone axe is very important. And now that we've found wood, we need to find stone for the stone axe, which we need to currently in our current state. We need to find stones on the ground. This is not a stone you can pick up. It's a little big. It's a little too big to carry around. We need to find a smaller stone. Aha! So here's a better look. Let me get the right. There we go. These are stones. Pick them up. Boom, you get stones. And you can find those. I don't know if I've noticed them in one place over the other. Meadows, because right now on the map, if you hover over different portions of the map, if you look at the top right of the map, it will tell you what biome you're currently hovering the cursor over. Where I'm at right now is the meadows. And if you look at the top right, where my mini-map appears, it will give you the biome you're currently in. So we're in the meadows, and that is where I definitely find a decent amount of stones on the ground. And so now that we have collected both wood and stone, we have unlocked the stone axe recipe, and I think the hammer. Yep. So, it's nice to have tools used for doing tool things, and then it's nice to have weapons for doing weapon things. So I'm probably going to try to create all 3 of these. because all three are going to be very useful. Let's start with what's going to give me the resources I need. Honestly, you really do need the first two, hammer and stone axe. So let's just start with that first. So that's going to get us resources quicker and allow us to craft things, which means currently we need 2 more wood. We need 2 more wood. I got 3. We need 5. What plus 3 gives us 5? 2. I need 2. Which means we need to like find another branch, or let's just knock this tree down. Gain a little bit of unarmed experience. Why not? Oh. All right. Let's make our stone axe. Yay! Okay. Because I've been playing for quite a while, I usually have a normal setup of what I like my hotbar to be, so I'm probably going to... I don't know where I would put that, actually. I'll put that there for now. And let's make a hammer, which we need 3 stone, 2 wood. Is that the same as... Oh, no. Stone axe takes a little bit more. We need 3 wood, 2 stone. Now that we have the axe, haha, now we can actually do some good stuff. Because we can chop big trees, at least these beech trees, down. And once we chop this down, it will basically lumberjacks right now. We're going to knock this tree over. And it takes a good amount of hits when you just have a stone axe and you have a low-level skill, and I think it's called wood chopping or wood cutting. Yeah, we're only level 3 in wood cutting right now. Yeah, that's pretty low. We're probably not. We're only doing 10 damage, 10.4, 7.9, 7. So, excuse me. We're not doing a ton of damage. Normally, I'd want to just use my weapon for that, but because we don't have our club yet, just going to hit him with the axe. Those graylings, was that a grey? No, that was a grayling. They can be quite annoying, especially at night. I've found that a lot of them come out at night. Alright, but we need to get the hammer finished. Not fixed, it isn't even created yet. You can't really fix something that doesn't exist. So we need to make it exist first. Alright. Whack. Whack. Ah. We have wood, lots of it too. Alright, let's make a club actually. I did say we were gonna make the hammer, but we made the club first. Alright, then we need to get 2 stone. Alright. We can't forget about the hammer. We need how much stone again? 2 stone. 2 stone. Sometimes my brain doesn't work as I would like it to. And I forget things and I get distracted. Oh, we found 2 stone. Very good. And now we will create the hammer. Thank you, hammer. Yeah, let's have it in that orientation. Oh, it's showing us a bunch of recipes we can make now. My gosh, I've never really used the club. It is just legit looks like a baseball bat, like a wonky baseball bat. I don't know if I've seen branches that look quite like that are that fat and then come down to that thin of a point like that. Alright. Hugin. With this tool you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. It's probably a weird crow voice, but that's my crow voice. So, we need to build the workbench to construct other things. Thank you. You should always listen to the bird. Read what it has to say. It's going to tell you important things. What it just told us is that we use the hammer. Well, we need to create a workbench, which I've hotbarred my hammer to 2. Just press 2 and it puts it in my hand. When you have your hammer in your hand, you I press right mouse button, and it brings up a selection window for the different things you can create with the hammer. Under crafting are most, if not all, I think all the crafting stations you can create. And this one is the workbench. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want to play this from, my previous knowledge of playing the game, or do I want to kind of go a little bit almost newbie-friendly fresh? sort of like thought process. Uh, let's 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 do it. Let's do it the way it's gonna happen and the way I'm gonna do it. So here we go. Yeah. So he said build the workbench. Let's just pop it down and see. Oh. Wow, this bird very much likes to talk to me. I bring tidings, and I'm gonna have to remember how I do that voice. Oh my gosh, so many things are popping up. New building pieces, new build wood, wood, wood. All the wood. Round pole fence. I've used those a lot for. Oh. All right. Thank you. The workbench allows you to create complex items. Almost sounds like Yoda. As well as giving you access to lots of more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Okay. So it allows you to craft complex. Maybe I should just read it normally so my brain can process the words I'm reading, and I have to read it a second time. So yeah, building the workbench does then unlock all of the things that you can build on and the majority of things you build are in the workbench. I think the only things you can craft by hand are what is right here: torch, stone axe, club, and hammer. I think everything else you create through a crafting station. Oh, that's right. I do need to build that. So I'm trying to use the crafting station, but it says it needs a roof, which is an important thing to have on a crafting station. So, which needs a roof? We pull the hammer out, pressing 2, and right click, bring up the crafting window, and we want to do building for roof, just general building parts. It says it needs a roof, and I already know a build that normally gets it covered, so I'm just going to do that building, so it's just one wall, a second wall. What wall is pieces? This is a wood wall. Oh, we're already out of wood. Well, there's 2 wood walls. Let's go get enough wood to just finish that. Boop. Whacking down a tree, one whack at a time. Over time, eventually, you start out with stone axe, and I think the next progression is a flint. And of course, as in these types of games, usually the new type of tool you create, the better it is, and that is how this game works. So once we, hello, let's get our club out. Now, in the combat in this game, it shows you in the bottom right different keys you can press and key combinations. So mouse 1 or left mouse button is attack. Some weapons have, I think, like an attack sequence. So this one does left swing, right swing, downward swing, left swing, right swing, downward swing. Yeah. So this one has a left, right, down. And then I can use right mouse button or mouse 2 to block. And right there, I blocked him, but I also parried him because I timed my block correctly. So I'm going to just do a normal block, which is just holding block. Oh, blocked it. But if I'm a skilled Dark Souls player and I time it right, I parry them. And when I hit them while they're parried, I deal extra damage, which is really useful. So we're going to parry him again. Hit him again. He's down. Alright. And then, if you find that blocking or parrying, you cannot do that for some reason, and you need to get out of the way, you can either run by holding shift, run by just moving in a certain direction, or you can hold block and then spacebar. I think it automatically, if all you do is press right mouse button and spacebar, all it will do is make you roll backwards, just back in a line, behind where you're looking. Yeah. Can I do it multiple times? Yeah, you just keep rolling back. Or, if you're moving in a certain direction, like let's say I'm moving to the right, and then I hold block and press spacebar, bloop, I'm going to roll, I guess we'll call it combat roll in that direction. So if I'm moving to the left, hold right mouse button and spacebar, bloop, or while I'm holding right mouse button but pressing spacebar. Bloop, bloop, there you go. Sometimes games normally just they'll have one button that's combat roll, and you'll just do that. But in this game, you have to hold block and then press spacebar. All right. Did I get more wood? No, I didn't, because that grayling came and distracted me. Unfortunately, that's probably going to happen a lot, because as I've recorded some videos, I've started noticing how distracted I really become. Oh, my word. Oh, and it's becoming nighttime, which is another mechanic that many survival crafting games have, and this game has it as well. If we get a bed up in time, though, we will be able to pass through the night, which can be good at the beginning of the game if you want to or need to avoid combat, because it will, during the night, I've noticed a lot more enemy activity, and that can be very detrimental if combat is not your forte. So, sort of early in the beginning of the game, fighting what you have to, but finding the materials immediately you need to build your, usually just a little covered area for a bed and a campfire. It'll let you sleep through the night, so let's do that. Let's finish our workbench. So for the workbench, we place down, let me just go through it again. Two walls, two wood walls. I think they're called, yeah, just wood walls. And I place that like that, like that. You rotate the piece you're placing with middle mouse button, and then left mouse button places the piece. And we've got 4 wood walls total. And then I'm just going to place down 2 26-degree thatched roofs. 26 degrees. And a 26-degree wood wall. Which are just these nice little wood wall pieces that make it look a little nicer. And if my previous experience proves true, then yes, aha, now we can use it and repair all of the items that we were able to create at the workbench. We can repair at the workbench. But now that I've made that, let's go ahead and quickly make a little bed, which I might not have enough wood to do, and it's becoming night, so that's fun. I think I can hold a torch. Yes, okay. With one-handed weapons, you can hold a torch in the left and a weapon in the right, which can be helpful for seeing. The torches, depending on the environment you're in, don't provide a lot of light, or the light's just kind of hard to see with it on. So you just got to fiddle with that, test it out, see what works best on your screen, whatever settings you have. Oh, I hear some graylings. Graylings, you got to get out of here. I'm trying to get some wood. Leave me alone. I just want my wood. I mean, I am probably chopping your forest down, but I need it. All right. I'm a warrior from Midgard. Oh, trying to get to Valhalla. Stuck in Valheim. Stuck between Midgard and a hard. Well, no, I don't know how to make that joke. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Stuck between Valheim and a Valhalla. We're stuck between a Valheim and a Valhalla right now. All right. I'm just getting the wood. You can run around all you want. Just leave me alone. Yep. Keep running around. Dance, grayling. There we go. Let's see how much wood we got. We got 40. That should be enough. Yes. Yeah. That should be enough. Oh, that was a weird. Oh, that's the bird. Bird. Okay. Let's pull a weapon out. Are you just gonna... Well, if you're gonna leave me alone... Don't you try nothing funny. When the temperature drops at night, or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option when this happens. Open flame. Okay, yeah. So he's basically, Hugin is basically just telling us we need to go make a fire, campfire. Where'd that grayling go? I guess it just went away. Let's build a campfire. It should be under miscellaneous. Oh, we need more wood. We need more stone. We must get the stone. Oh, and what I just did right there, if you see, I just put the hammer right on my my hip. If you press, at least it was automatically bound to the R key. I'm playing on this PC, by the way. Bound to the R key on my keyboard. And with whatever items you have in your hands, it will basically holster them. So I press R, puts it away, and now I can do normal things instead of building. Or if I have a weapon, instead of attacking, I can just put it away, put it on my back. And later down the road, I'll explain a little bit more how that's useful, but it is actually not only sort of RP, makes you feel like you're like kind of cool, but it also has a game mechanics, useful function. But we need to find 5 stone. Let's get some stone. And oh yeah, you know what? Probably. See, I was gonna say it's gonna be hard to find stone without a torch. Ooh, the moment I pull my torch out, I find a little stone. We use the tools we have to accomplish the goals we need to accomplish. And currently that is torch. A little seagull bird. Oh, those you can harvest feathers from birds. And that is quite useful because feathers can be used to make very spicy arrows. And I tend to be a ranged person. I tend to go for range. Range is... I usually play a magic user in games, wizard or whatever, but right now I haven't found any like magic in the game, which would be really cool, you know, some magic. um, Even if they had to do it in sort of like a, you know, maybe you get like a piece of wood and coal to shoot like a dinky little fireball, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can still be a cool magicy boy, cool magic person, and because I really like playing as those. So hey devs, probably never gonna see this video. I have no idea. If you do, at least consider it. It'd be really cool. If not, I totally understand. This game, it's definitely I can see why they wouldn't, with the type of like style of combat they want to go for. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar, and they will come. Be wary, though. Offering at their altar. Oh wait, be wary though. The Forsaken are not easy prey. So craft a wicked weapon. Don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. Mm. Basically, saying get weapons, get armor, and which is a really cool aspect of this game. I personally enjoy it. Is there's an eating mechanic, which when you eat certain foods, it will give you a certain amount of health and a certain amount of stamina for a certain amount of time. And different items can be combined to be turned into better food items. So there is a cool little, like right now I only have 23 health if you look at the bottom left of the screen right there. And my food, technically I haven't eaten anything, but I guess it considers my base, let's call it hunger value, to be around there. So my base hunger value gives me 23 health, and however much stamina that is, 3 bars of stamina. Looks like they have little tick marks to indicate sections of this health stamina bar. So base hunger, I have 23 health and 3 bars of stamina, which is not a lot. But I think for the first video, I guess I'll do these in roughly 30-minute video amounts in a 30-minute recordings. And that's how I'm going to start, how I'm going to do it. Because maybe if I start streaming wherever I do at some point, I'll have a lot longer content, a lot longer videos, which might just fit better with how my brain works. But until then, this is Love, Learn, Create, playing Valheim from beginning to hopefully end. and being my weird self and moving on from there. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you come back soon and talk to you later. All right. Bye.